Exposing the secret history hiding right there in your driveway. Cars weren't always metal, wheels and horsepower. They have a fascinating origin story. In fact, the car started out way weirder and more experimental than you'd think. Ready for a ride through automotive history? So let's rewind all the way back to the late 1700s. Picture this, carriages, but without any horses pulling them. The very first car was basically a giant, clunky tricycle powered by steam, and it was built by a rather ambitious French inventor. His name was Nicolas-Joseph Cugnot, and his invention debuted in 1769. It was incredibly slow, notoriously hard to steer, and honestly, taking corners was a real challenge. Fast forward about 100 years, boom! Carl Benz rolls onto the scene in Germany. He arrives with the first gasoline-powered car in 1885. His motor wagon looked a bit like a fancy trike, but it was a revolutionary invention that changed everything. It had a tiny engine, just 3 wheels, and, okay, let's be honest, it wasn't exactly winning any races, but it could reliably drive you around town. Here's the twist. At first, these new cars were super rare and incredibly expensive. In fact, only the wealthiest people could even dream of affording them. But then, as we moved into the early 1900s, Henry Ford finally cracked the code to mass production with the revolutionary assembly line. Suddenly making cars was dramatically faster, significantly cheaper, and it meant that almost anyone could own one. Inventors all over the world kept working tirelessly, improving the car, adding convenient windows, protective roofs, comfy seats, and much better engines. From steam power to gasoline engines and now the exciting shift to electric power, cars have always been about going further, faster, and ultimately, better. So next time you hop into a car, just take a moment to remember. You're riding in the incredible result of centuries of wild inventions, constant refinements, and the visions of seriously stubborn dreamers. So who knows what the next generation of cars will look like? Stay curious, and keep exploring.